y'all, welcome back to the life of Pylia. It's Pylia, and today we're at Seiiki Japanese Mountain Sim. I think that's what it's, it's for sure it's Seiiki. There's definitely a mountain and it has a Japanese theme to it. This is the second place that we're going in our Pylia World Tour. So, pretty excited about it. When I looked, there was a couple different Japanese places, and so this is not going to be all of the Japanese themed Sims, but I like the fact that this place is a little bit different. It's set up in the mountains, kind of, and I just thought that it was, I don't know, I think it's a beautiful place, and I thought that it was a different representation of Japan than maybe something that we'll see in other places. So when we first get here, we're on like this little beach. We're right by this big boat. There is this message board area over here. We'll come check out in a second. Oh, I wanted to show you guys what I have on. I know that like I'm not dressed in any sort of, I'm probably going to say this in every video. I know that I'm not dressed in any sort of traditional attire. But y'all, it is Second Life. This where I'm at right now is not a role play sim. Let me wear what I want to wear. I have on this dress I got over at the hentai fair. The hair things are from Tentasio. I'm not sure where I got this pipe from, and the fan is part of a pose set that I have. And then I got this little guy. He's a gacha over on the Grumble Sim. Super adorable. So we have this little board here. And then there are some other options for places. They have like some art, and there's like a place to hang out at, a sushi club upstairs, just different little areas you can TP to. Really nice. I think mostly what the Seiiki place gets used for is photography. So I walked down to this beach. I didn't know if there was anything down here really. And this kind of just is the amount of time that we're there. I liked this boat. I thought that was pretty, but there really wasn't a lot going on down here on the beach that I saw during this visit. Maybe there's stuff I just didn't see. So I turned around. I decided to go up the hill instead. Up this hill, there are these Panda Bears. There's this little, it's like a cafe area, I believe. I decided to skip over, you know, because I was being all grumpy about my outfit not being Japanese. I was like, you know what, just ignore. Panda Bears live in China, not in Japan, but that's okay. It's close enough. At least they have bamboo here for them to eat. I thought they were so cute though. I mean, there's got the little baby ones, and I think that's really great. Super cute, perfect for photography, which seems to be like what the main goal of this portion of this sim is, at least. You know, they do have a group you join it. I think it's like 395 lindens. I'm coming up these stairs here, and then they let you put stuff down as long as you have your group tag on, and then you can use that area to take photos. So I thought that was really nice. They just ask, you know, of course, that you clean up after yourself, which is a considerate thing to do, y'all. So at the top of that staircase, we have this little pond area. I thought the ducks were really lovely. I love the fireflies. I just think that, like, in general, appearance-wise, I didn't have an issue with anything with this place. So you'll probably hear me over and over say how pretty I thought this place was. And we walk around here. We have the little koi fish. So pretty. I don't even have any like crazy historical facts for you about Japan. I mean, I could come up with some, but I don't have any right off the top of my head. And probably, you know, because it's the internet, if I did like have some, I'd say them, and then someone would be like, oh, well, actually, my grandma, she came over, she met her husband during the occupation after World War II, and they got married over there, and then she immigrated with him to the United States, and Um, I think, I don't know if y'all know, like, any people who have, like, if you know them closely, any people who've immigrated from other countries, but it seems like, and such vastly different cultures, right? It seems like they walk like this really fine line between like maintaining their own traditions and trying to assimilate into American traditions. But I just loved to listen to my grandma share her stories about growing up there, It was really interesting, and it was always fun to like go out to Japanese restaurants with her, and she would like see if there were other Japanese individuals there. They would, she would chat with them, and everyone would be so excited. And I thought that was really nice. I'm admiring this bamboo here. I go on about bamboo because I have a big a bamboo forest around my house. Not my fault. Like the house like a block away or something. Not an entire block away. That's maybe a little crazy. But it's like up the way a little bit. A couple houses down. Planted some bamboo some years ago. And it has taken over like the middle parts of this entire block. So we all are fighting the bamboo problem. If you're not in a place that's native to bamboo, it's very invasive. I mean, so bamboo's a grass, but it grows, several inches a day it can, given the appropriate conditions. At least this bamboo does. So I'm out there chopping it down. This time of year is the bamboo chopping time of year. I've already done it twice. So then I decided to go in this little forest. I just had such a good time like exploring this place. Now we're gonna go back up these stairs because I was like, I want to know what's up there. I didn't realize, I know that I had read in the description that it was like a Japanese mountain village, right? I didn't know that meant that I was gonna have to walk to the Japanese mountain village. I'm not mad. I didn't like work up a sweat or anything doing it because Second Life, right? But I didn't realize that. And maybe I should have, like at this point, I should have known something was up as I see that everything's going up. But that's all right. So on this level here, I just wanted to take in this valley again. You can see down there where that boat was. We're in front of this little temple here, and I thought this was a really lovely area as well. I love the sakura petals that are blowing in the wind. I love the meditation poofs that we'll see in a second. I just thought this was a really nice area. And the audio here, I wish that I had, so obviously maybe you haven't picked up on this or not, I'm having to re-record the audio because I didn't have my mic plugged in when I was doing this the first time. So now I'm having to redo it, and I'm kind of grateful for that because it does give me another opportunity to experience the place and in a different way where I'm able to actually focus a lot more on what I'm saying. But sometimes when I do this, I'm like, why did you pan on that? What was so cool about that? I don't know. I love these little poofs. I don't know if anyone else practices like mindfulness and thinking. I do have one of these in the real world as well that I'll use to sit and meditate on when Sadiq and Mako will let me do that. And I just kind of was wandering around. I loved all of these little, I know those have a name and I don't know what they are. And then we have this little tiny pond thing here that I was like, oh, it's so cute. Maybe I can make one of these with all this extra bamboo I have. Maybe. If I come on and I'm like, I lost a finger, y'all, trying to slice some bamboo for a water fountain, you'll know what happened. Y'all see all those cute little like snacks that they put in bento boxes? Like those Japanese moms making their lunches for their kids every day and making little animal shapes out of, vegetable scraps or whatever. Super, not really scraps. I mean, like they'll do like shavings of things for like whiskers or whatever, but super cute. And then these Chinese lanterns just kind of took me for a minute. I love these too, but you know what I always wondered, like, do people's houses, when they go up high enough, the fire just goes out, right? There's no more wax or fuel, so it just goes out. So probably they don't. My concern with them was in real life, because you'll know I just draw this comparison with the when I'm doing like the clothing stuff. But in real life, my concern is, oh, it's not going to fall on anyone's house, right? It's not going to cause a forest fire or anything like that. But I think now that I'm thinking about it, hot air rises, and so it's going to continue to go up. The only concern would be is if your flame got high enough and then it caught the paper on fire and you weren't high enough up to where it was going to have enough of a distance for it all to get burned before, you know, it goes out. I was just walking over here because, you know, I'm exploring still. I loved this pond area as well. I thought it was really gorgeous. There is a little Buddha statue over here in the shadow that I wish I had gotten a better image of, but really nice over there. And then we have some herons or cranes. Really lovely. Just such a nice, peaceful area, right? And like I said, they didn't have, or maybe I didn't say, I was trying to say, they didn't have a lot of like really annoying sounds. You know, sometimes you go into a place that has a lot of nature going on and it's like you're in the forest at the height of mating season and everything's making noises. I didn't notice that so much. I noticed a little bit of there was a wind sound for sure, and then I noticed some water trickling sounds. Occasionally there may have been like a chime or something happening. For sure over at that temple there was some bamboo hitting each other sounds, but like there wasn't a lot of annoying sounds is what I'm saying. I just wish that like when they were putting some of the sounds up in some places that they would spread them out a little bit more, and they don't need to be full blast. I don't know, maybe that's just grumpy and picky of me. So I started coming up these stairs and I was like, oh, we'll just see. And every time I'd get to a spot where it leveled off, I was like, oh, surely we're done. And this is when I was like, you know what? Let's see exactly what I'm about to be in for. I saw the train, and that's what made me want to come over here, because y'all know I got a thing for the trains. And we're not going to be able to get on this train, but it definitely looks cool. And I thought that having the train in this forest setting was definitely an interesting juxtaposition of Japanese culture over like just say even the past century and a half, right? So now we're at this spot and we come across here. I don't know why. At first I was like, oh, I wonder what happens if I go down. And I just realized what happens if I go down. But that's okay. You know what? That's all right. I found another way to get there. So I was coming up some more stairs. So I don't know if there was supposed to be something in here. I didn't see anything. It was so dark. And I was really trying to like look around. And then by the time I was like, oh, I just walked all the way through this place and I don't even know, you know, what it was. So I thought that like that fog they have over there was so cool. So, and you know what? I'm sure that I've seen that in other places, this fog and all of that, but I had never really noticed it before the way that I did here. So I thought that it was really beautiful. And I started to kind of cam around. I love all of these little spots that they have throughout this sim here. I think that's really interesting. Oh, I thought we were gonna look at the church. I'm trying to look at that train. There we go. I saw that was just so neat. This is where I find out I can't get on it. Oh, yeah. So I hadn't actually been into this little town area yet, but we walked through it, but I don't stop because I had already kind of looked at everything. These are all just decorations and obviously just places for photos. But really just beautifully done. I have this weird camera thing going on. I love that they put the cranes up there, that they didn't just leave the wildlife outside of town, right? And then we have some stray cats walking around. We have this Siamese one. And then there was this other one too that I thought was so cute. Oh, and these box fans. I thought these box fans were so adorable. Super fun. There's this other cat. Just curled up enjoying. That's my favorite. When animals are sleeping like that and you're like, oh, you look so peaceful and so trusting with how you are right now. Whoops. I told y'all I'd find another way. I think I just didn't realize how close I was to the edge. And then I just was like, well, down here now. But I'm glad that I came this way because it kind of, this hello stranger sign like smacked me in the face almost, you know? So I thought that that was really, probably not on purpose, but you know, I liked doing it that way, I guess. And then we have the signage around here is, of course, not in English. I didn't want to assume that it was Japanese because it's not written up and down. And I don't know. So maybe it's Korean. Like I said, I don't know. I could be wrong. I also don't speak Korean. But I was just kind of wandering around. I stopped here because I was like, oh, I'm going to take a picture with these birds behind me. And I do. And then I decided I want to keep going. And here I'm just looking down at the train again. I just kind of am taking in where I had just walked up, because you know it's hard to tell all of that stuff when you're actually doing it. But I thought that and then I got distracted. You know, squirrel. I just thought, you know, it was really cool after coming to this other side and being like, oh, I climbed up all those stairs. I think that this place, even though square footage wise, I don't know what to call that. It's not like the biggest, but I think that what they did with their space by growing up and using the mountain to kind of be a part of, and the topography to be a part of the sim, like an active part of the sim, I thought that that was really brilliant of them to do. So I just love this whole place. I'm definitely going to be coming back here to take some more photos. So, yeah, I hope you do too. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm having a great time doing this world tour with y'all and checking out these different places. There's a couple other Japanese sims that we're going to go to. We may not do them right now. We'll probably circle back and do them another time. If you have a sim that is based on somewhere real world, then on planet Earth preferably, then please feel free to reach out and let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time.